Well, violence at State Housing Project prompts tighter security tonight. The Mayor Wright Housing Project is a dense project of 364 units right in town. Many families with young children are under a curfew of 10 p.m. effective tonight. Catherine Cruz has details of what's in store. Catherine.
Well, you know, Laura, reports about a fatal stabbing between two men at Mayor Wright 2 weekends ago initially described them as neighbors, but we are being told now that the victim and his attacker were not residents of the projects.
A mandatory meeting of residents brought families out to learn what could be done to protect themselves. Residents say they're tired of seeing outsiders come in, stirring up trouble, and threatening those who question what business they have in their housing project.
They're afraid to come out. They're afraid to, to come out and say they're afraid of retaliation. So something gotta be done.
Earlier this month, 24-year-old T.J. Morey, a father of 3 children, was stabbed to death. His attacker was 21-year-old Taxon Christoph, who now faces second-degree murder charges. Police are frequently called to Mayor Wright by security guards and residents who don't like to see the drugs and drinking escalate into violence in their neighborhood.
This kind of housing, we need to fix. And there's a commitment, I believe, now to make things better, to make things right.
Since the stabbing, the state has hired more security guards as a short-term fix to help patrol the project perimeter. And unlike the emergency curfew the state imposed on Coahuila Valley homes last year, the 10 p.m. rule is being called 10 o'clock quiet time. The Housing Authority's executive director says Mayor Wright's stabbing incident is different from the Coahuila Valley homes problem, which was a case of quickly escalating violence.
It went from windshields getting bashed out of cars, to a beating, to a stabbing, to guns being brought on property.
Andrew Nicola lost his 21-year-old son in a stabbing just in front of the Mayor Wright project 7 years ago.
They wait till one more person die, now they do something. You know what I mean? They could have prevented this from happening if they done something then. And then still, this guy who did that to my son is still out there.
There were some calls for an earlier curfew for children and demands for more responsive and more capable security guards. The residents will meet again in about 2 weeks.
Now, part of the idea of the 10 p.m. curfew for residents to be in their units is to help security identify outsiders who are on the grounds. And we're told that anyone who doesn't have any reason to be on the property will be turned away, although under certain conditions, visitors may be able to secure a pass. Laura?